control everything, put deep alarm bot.
Yeah.
And I like this from Cloud9, trying to punish. That actually forces Taco by himself.
Wait, Leaf went through. Leaf went through the rotating door. Now they're going to want to fight for mid.
Just that trade could have been a lot worse there for Leviathan. The fact that Taco gets one is super important. And not following this Trailblazer right now. Still wondering what's on the rest of that site. Is there any traps? Are there the mollies? Did we clear everything out? And instead they walk through.
Oh, it sounded like they made noise too, so they should know that C is the hit. Tap on the spike. Leaf is already in such a forward position. As soon as smoke goes down, a couple of kills are exchanged in favor of Cloud9 though. And it's only getting better.
Can't use that yet.
That's falling off there.
Spike planted.
That was such a good call. Twice there you went for contact on Cloud9. And both audibles that they called in this round were perfect. The first one to trap Taco Leah inside of B main there, and then the second one to catch this spawn push unaware. So nice.
Yeah, you're already seeing a lot of fluidity, a lot of like game time decision making, adjustments on the fly that are netting them some success.
I'm super curious if both of those ideas were protocol or if it was something that they're calling on the fly. To me, it looked like protocol, the fact that they walked through that orb or that smoke at the beginning of the round.
They try to creep out towards C. There are two nanos just beneath them. Once they clear the first, that's a cue. The flash up top, and Shy has to give the space back.
And I don't think Leviathan was expecting that deep Viper orb. It was so deep in. You're allowed to pop way further into the site than you normally are.
The Prowler just split a couple members of Cloud9 without latching on anyone. And once again, you're seeing this, like, Cloud9 putting deep utility out. That nano up towards C, and they're going to creep their way around it.
Surely you can't go contact in another time.
I mean, they've done it so many times, and it's gotten them this far.
Still no spike plant.
Oh, that looked rough. Shy getting the best of Leaf.
Spike planted.
Spike finally going down. Numbers in favor of the defense.
And normally this would be a situation where Leviathan, if they were down in numbers in this case, if Cloud9 was successful, they'd be off saving. Instead now, they're going to go for this 4v3 retake.
Paranoid to make sure there's no one playing up close. But they still have to wait for this utility before they can make a move forward. And Rooney and Jake are there to greet on the other side. Falls down to a 1v2. Rooney's so weak. Zelsis isn't much better off. This is winnable. Mazzino just has to make a play here, and it's got to be fast. That's a play. Another one right beneath them. They're wrapping right around each other, but he turns around at just the wrong time. You're right. There was just not enough left on the clock to pull it.
Prowler here. If it contacts to see Taco send it.
That's two guns that have been fired, and there it is. There's the showstopper, the flash. Taco was just on the other side. Zelsis gets cleaned up.
That's a really nice play based off of what we've seen in the last couple. That's the sort of pick you want to go for, rather than fully overcommitting yourself. And you're seeing the same type of response that we saw in Pistol from Cloud9, just not able to catch anybody in this case.
They've done such a good job around playing through Rooney's utility.
The alarm bot's down right now. Nosworth. No, it's Taco actually. Just as the wall goes up, he finds the timing to spray.
Jake just tapped. It was just a threat. The second time is much more committed. With the nade in his lap, he's got to reposition. There's really nobody to cover King's approach here. He can creep his way forward, but instead he's waiting. Choosing not to venture out onto the site while Leaf takes plenty of space back behind him. Note, he has ult here. Jake has his ult too. But they're so close to each other. Rooney's in such a good spot, but it's going to 1-for-1. Leaving Leaf in a
This is unfortunate though. There's 3 ults now online for Cloud9. Still Taco finds the kill though.
Off of the haunt. That's so well done.
And they had the Prowler and Paranoia to fall back on. Cloud9 in trouble. And this is super important.
Meanwhile, Mazzino swinging back out, and surely at this point they understand it's all a ruse.
It's a great way to even things up. They are going to spend the lockdown. Earlier in the game, you might have seen them actually just go through, but they don't have that Trailblazer to follow up and see exactly what's on site. Is there going to be a nade? There's going to be a nade. Here comes Taco. No. Just the C's.
Jake is about to get... Oh, he turned on Shy! He invests the wall and turns around, takes care of the lurk, and they get the pit control on C. Now he's in a position to where he can hit a late flank through spawn and blow the round up.
Look at this position though from Taco. You're absolutely right about Jake. He's coming through spawn, but Taco has advantage on top. He can't see in the pit though, and there's a great pit out here. Rooney can just stay outside mound.
And the benefit is that nobody can see him either. So while he's dissuaded, he's incapable of taking anyone down with him. He should be safe. Jake, what? He had 6 HP.
Safe, but can he escape here?
Do they dare tap the door? Do they push out towards B? You see his satchel out. And 2 members of Leviathan have already fallen.
That's massive there.
Yeah.
Out from Leaf. Whatever you saw off of that Trailblazer, I heard it from the stage. Hit, 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 hit. They weren't planning on doing it, but he was very happy with what he saw. Instantly satchels in.
At this point, Leviathan are at such a deficit in the round, even with the utility that they have, it's going to be so difficult to work their way in. And there are layers to this. Zellsis is still playing pretty far back. He still has 2 nanos. There's a lot of safety to this round for Cloud9. Even with that, the 3v2 Shy flashed. Has to take a step back. Jake is once again on a vintage Jake flank, finding just the right timing, spotting the last. Nazar has to tuck. He's got to run away to try to save this weapon, and it seems like Cloud9 want to hunt.
And they're gaining confidence here.
I mean, they've got him surrounded. They've got him surrounded. Oh, there hasn't been a ton.
Nice, love this. Getting in front of the wall right now so he can actually play with this one way, which he just refreshed, by the way.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time on this.
Will eventually have to fall back, but they're going through drive.
And Taco's the one who gets a kill. He ults. He's going to spot another, and he cleans him up. Rooney's down.
It keeps Jake isolated right now. Can they actually use this time to take him down?
I wasn't sure if they knew where he was, but the swing up from Taco confirms the suspicions, but the kills get traded back and forth, leaving Zellsis alone. A 1v3, a rifle in the hands of Nazar too.
Coming back.
And he's not far off.
That's a fantastic read there from Leviathan.
Zellsis has to make a play. He's got to isolate this 1v1, and BB King decides to get. You see what the setup was? That's spam play from that position. This is just so well considered.
That ults. Mazino's going for info. Could have been dangerous because he didn't spot Jake inside of the smoke, but
30 seconds left.
that Nightfall comes through. Doesn't spot anybody. Now they spot 2 because of Taco jiggle peeking on stairs here.
I wonder at what point Leviathan are going to start to realize that once they find Jake, they know that the hit is more likely than not elsewhere on the map. Perhaps they start getting a jump on these, but either way, Cloud9 committed to having some presence A, but the spike is C, and it's there by itself.
Yeah, and you're hoping that those 2 players could have gotten something done,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, QB sneak has just been pulled. They're asking his team. They're asking Zellsis for a 1v5 here, is what Cloud9 just did. What a position, too. It's a complete one and done. And he might just get one, actually, and he might be able to get a lockdown on the spike. Oh!
There's still just so much to do. I want to believe and I want to get excited, but he's so far from it. Mazino's just going to stick to defuse.
Yeah.
There's nothing that Zellsis can do to challenge it
Just
back.
got 2 orbs for Leaf to go crazy with.
Well, will he go crazy?
Oh!
61 HP. The guy was melted. They invest the Seekers, the Showstopper, and the Cosmic Divide, and the Pit. They've thrown almost everything they have at this round. Zellsis' ult is the one thing that has not been invested.
And normally you're able to use the lockdown to get yourself in position for this pit. This time they use everything else.
And there it is, the final part.
It's so nice. They have the lockdown to counter the other lockdown, and there's even a nade going in too to cancel Leviathans.
Mazino's... Okay, he's got to be careful here.
Oh.
Yeah, he got detained. He's not under threat.
There's no time anymore here to get through this pit.
Yeah.
There's no resources either. Nazar still has actually a Prowler, but I think this is going to be...
It has to be explosive. It has to be now.
They're saving.
Yeah.
It's only King who has 5.7 who's staying around. And remember, this would have been a reset, so some players here would be losing the opportunity to buy in the next, and they might even do a lot more damage than just that. So you can actually consider the strat. You saw it earlier.
Oh, you're right. Whoa, Zellsis.
There's a double peek attempt there from Zellsis and Jake. You've been seeing that. One of them working through the orb while the other takes down the turret.
Toxins going up.
But he gets punished this time by Shy.
I mean, they almost got punished by both of them falling. Zellsis was down to 61 HP. He's got healed up by Zeppo, but Cloud9 are falling apart here.
And look at this, Cloud9 as well. Have to trailblazer through the one way from Mazino, who's been doing such a fantastic job at keeping mound control.
Bomb grenade out.
They do leave him alone, but right now he has a flash too. So much delay.
Yeah, he's been very good here. Him being alone might not matter, and now Taco's shown up. Mazino's already gotten the first 3 bullets to get the second, make that 2. Ultimately falls, and once again, Zellsis in a 1v impossible.
30 seconds left.
These sites open right now. Will we find that opportunity? King is coming back just in time to deny the plant potentially.
No armor, 91 HP. Remember, he was the one who was beaten and pattered at the opening of the round.
Noswar and Shy even have a high-low here.
Yeah.
And he actually puts a smoke on top of the site too, so once this orb goes down, they might have a way to just walk through. The alarm bot's deep though.
Remember how much value Cloud9 found on contact plays onto the site just like this. Leviathan trying to do a bit of the same, giving them a taste of their own medicine. Zellsis having to reposition and stay alive, and does.
They actually miscommunicated where they wanted to throw that seized nade. That could have caught the pillar there, but both the utils went in different spots.
Look at how close they are up. The sky flash is so high, and they all swing out at the same time, but it's tit for tat. A 3v2 now in favor of Cloud9. Zellsis weak. Shy on the swing. The first shot not landing. Second one doesn't either. Meanwhile, Noswar not missing. He tried making that range play, and he got
Zellsis alone here.
That's such a good point. You can see he has a couple things considered though. The nano at the door to buy some time. He's going to push into it. Boy, he wanted to go. May have been for the best that he didn't fit. But the second time through, the spam cleans him up. The thing is, the spike is still not out. Zellsis has done a good job to delay because the members of Cloud9 are already here.
This orb is falling. King's in a weird position.
Spike planted.
Leaf is out backside.
They've already got 2. Leviathan have. They're going to get them all. They do. Made towards C-Mount. But this time, there's no Cloud9 presence at door. Taco's going. He's going in aggressively. He's spotted Rooney, but he somehow managed to dodge the ult. Zellsis is here to help. How is Rooney still alive?
They're trying to spam him down.
He hasn't taken a single bit of damage.
He literally walked into Jake's own grab wall, and here's the flank from Leaf. They still got more here, though. Zepp is here to cross with Jake. Oh, and it goes the wrong way.
They have no idea Jake is here. Do they consider it? How patient is Jake? He swings out at the right time.
Attackers spawn.
Cleans up 2, expecting a 3rd. Shy is just so weak, but he doesn't have time to really think this one through. He's got to swing out and challenge, take the fight. Mazino did not help him. We're going into this one fast, and for good reason, too. Everyone's already here. It's just Rooney who's on the opposite side of the map, and through the flashes, through the walls, they then walk away with 2. They invest in Nightfall, too, and they're going to get on to A.
And Rooney did get here in time to really understand what's going on. Despite everybody falling away from B, deafened up there.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about, man. King is just so bold.
It's been a quiet game from him
Player standing.
up to this point, but as the Leviathan players,
Leviathan with very few options here.
tough position to be in.
Yeah.
And against the Leaf, he's still fully kitted and completely understanding what's going on. Look at this reclear that they're calling right now. They're going to be way faster into that B link than you expect to. Oh,
They're committing to this. Leviathan have to win this round.
they're holding on.
They've
Both
got
of them
to
going
pick
up heaven
out.
right now.
That's, oh my gosh, they've already gotten 2. Rooney's gonna get spotted by 1. Leaf is the only one who hasn't been detected, and he gets King.
That's the pit down.
That's all of it. Rooney.
And there's still 2 volleys up on site to deny this plant completely on the site.
Taco might still commit to this. He just got his ult off of that orb, and he says 1 satchel, and there it is. That's the go, and it's traded 1 for 1. A commitment of the ult to get back site, but Zellsis is still alive. The utility is still at play here. It's still going to be really difficult to get through this.
With this KJ ult too, they're going to have to push it. There's only 1 player right now. The flash coming in from Zellsis.
Oh, so good! The timing of that flash was... Towards B. There is some Killjoy utility here. The first nano has already been popped. They have the turret up top too.
And you can see this swap as well on this defensive Viper wall over towards A rather than this little spot right here, so they could use the orb instead, but it gives a way for Cloud9 to get in there. Oh.
He dashed right into him, slammed into Shy, and he cleans him up with the ghost. His pistols are all in favor of
Spike
Leviathan.
down B.
And immediately, I'm thinking that dash was not planned whatsoever from Leaf there. About a different map right now. Hold on, Taco.
Clean shot. Ooh, almost lands. No.
30 seconds, that's going to be able to deny it for quite a while.
Left.
You're starting to see it. The clock's ticking away. 5 seconds have passed. Now, I mean, just really over 20 seconds left before they even get to the point where they tap the spike and threaten it. Zeppa trying to cause problems for backside.
Gets another one. Only 1 kill so far, but it was crucial in the last bonus.
And you know the crazy thing is we'll talk about Taco a little bit more as Cloud9 are trying to make a play around the Reckoning, but it's a 1-for-1 again. The Stinger's proving to be worthy.
They need to control here. This is an eco round for Cloud9. There's no business winning this, and they've already given up a gun. Maybe 2.
Yeah, 2 rifles in the hands of Cloud9 here, and Leaf and Zelsis. And the spike planted. This is a difficult spot for Leviathan to punch back from. They do have plenty of money, though. They can navigate this. Leaf flash, no armor. Oh, but that second flash is pretty shy still. What?
And this is an odd situation now. The spike is not planted for these Cloud9 players.
Yeah, but this is taking too much time.
Poison's off.
So much time has elapsed. King a 1-for-1. Zelsis weak.
Here.
Is Shy gonna find a window up here? Is he gonna find the gap? Oh, he is!
It's
One
under.
enemy remaining.
Oh, it doesn't check it. He gets to try to take this engagement.
Interesting. Oh my goodness! What a bold challenge! But King from backside still finding value. Mazino's not finding the same as Zeppa's just cracked the site wide open.
Given the fact that Leviathan had lockdown here, I'm surprised to see them commit so many
Spike planted.
forces to holding on to the site here.
It's interesting too to see Cloud9 having the bravado to challenge this, knowing that they had just seen Taco at double doors. They knew he was going to be close by. And they take the fight to Leviathan.
And look, Nazar was all the way back in spawn here. He's gonna rejoin the fight now that they've given up 2 kills. This is very doable.
But is it planned for them? Shy was the one who had a shot, who had a position of it. Nas were dancing around the pillar. He's gotten it down to a 1v1. But he's got to push Rooney, and he's got to do it fast. He's got to do it now. There's just not enough time.
There's an op somewhere here.
Yeah, he's looking for it.
There he gets it.
Seems like they're going to split out onto A.
I suggest you move.
Reckoning there. And Taco has to give the space up. He was up first with the op. He stays and lands a shot on the Leaf. Right between his eyes.
This guy's so confident all of a sudden in LCQ. All 3 kills he has his first engagements.
Hey, where was this? Sideshow asked us in the previous time that we saw them, where was this confidence? Where was this play? He's got heat-seeking bullets.
My world.
This guy's probably gonna find another in the pit. You talk about confidence and aggression, look at how he's digging his heels. Of course, Dax is back as I say that.
defuse
Mazino's gonna get it. Oh, Rudy stopped it!
Last player standing.
And Shy's low HP. Out of the decay.
It was to half, though. It was to half! Up 2
Taco
rounds.
again through the cascade. He is farming. He's been so strong in these moments all of a sudden.
You know, the interesting thing is, too, is it wasn't primarily him. In the previous series, yeah, he was more confident and more loose, but it was Mazino and King who got them across the finish line. But now it seems like Taco has awoken.
Oh, Shy almost goes down there to the spam. But again, Cloud9 never wanted to hit this site. They call a pivot again.
They're about to find the alarm bot that's been there every round.
I think he's just going to sit in sewers right now, wait for somebody else, maybe find a flank through Art as this B hit comes in. Wait for him to become active.
You saw a ping on the minimap. I wonder if he hears it with how close he is.
Got to be able to. Yeah, otherwise he might have committed already through it.
Yeah, he's gonna find a timing. Not able to land the shot on the second. It seemed messy for a moment as Mazino struggled to steady the crosshair. Leaf on the swing, on the kill to King. Woo!
Seekers pop too. These situations have not been really great for Cloud9 so far. They've been great on Lotus. But here Leviathan has quite often been able to bring this back.
Player standing.
You should be finding out just about now that this is where the hit's ending up. Shy should have been spotted, I believe. Yeah, they know where he is. He's done.
Yeah, that Trailblazer goes so deep.
I'm down.
And the Spike King getting one. Lockdown will keep everybody back.
Taco still has blades.
Team Flash.
Think about how good he's been. He's gonna have to be better. Oh, he ran right at him! Still cleans him up. How is this a 2v2?
And they've isolated the fight here against Zeppa.
And they have Seekers. They know where he is. They're gonna drop down on him. They're gonna surround him. They're gonna overwhelm him. And they're gonna drop him. Rooney left in the 1v2.
One molly for him. Just popped.
Full health, full armor, and a rifle, but none of the bullets are landing. They've all gone far left. He's gotten into half, and he only has 3 bullets left. He's gonna have to get them all like this, too. Oh,
No more
but he's
bullets.
no more bullets. He's gonna switch to the classic, but he's so weak. Nas, we're 12 HP. I don't think he can do this. I don't think he has it in him. And once again, he's in a position where he can re-establish his presence, and they push into it. They almost drop him. Leaf is already so far up. He's playing on the other side of the cloud burst. The flash for him to swing out, and the reckoning, excuse me, to provide problems. That gun barrel's gonna go first. Oh, dear.
My ult's ready.
Yeah, I'd be confused too, Leaf.
I've seen rounds like this from Leaf before.
Oh, he's still alive! Mazzino finally puts an end to his antics.
These rounds are pure chaos.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Mazzino having to push forward. Cloud9 was a bit more concerned with the, I think, the presence of Taco. That cascade was much more shallow than you normally see. Leaf going up top, finding some space behind the wall. 19 HP, but he stands boldly in the face of the spam. Unfazed by the threat, unfazed by the damage. King only able to take one Taco on the swing, gets another, and the Stingers once again causing problems. It was previously Cloud9's that secured around. This time it seems like it's Leviathan's.
And also completely denies that lurk from Jake that I commended earlier, but Leaf gets in position to flank the pit.
And this was what I mean, that pocket where Jake's right is where he could be playing right now.
Oh no! The worst position to follow up from Leaf. Is that a...
Spike planted.
He's pushing into it. Jake is going into the pit. King drops it. There's the swing. He cleans him up. Numbers Cloud9. Jake weak though.
Really felt the pressure there. That's why he drops the pin. He thinks they're coming back through art right now.
Up in the hands of Taco. Shy on the swing, cleans up Rooney.
Oh, this lockdown will push him so far out, and there's no way to break this right now.
It's late in the...
Oh, he broke it!
No way!
It's just in the open. They don't expect Rooney. They still got this, though, 3v1.
Leviathan still managed to stabilize. Zelsis would have to pull up. Double up setup from Leviathan. There's the reckoning that you were just calling for. They're going to push right past them. Mazzino's on the other side. Only gets one. Nas were not able to follow up on it. Look at how far up Taco is. He's right next to him. They're going to pass right by each other. And Jake, aware, cleans him up. The other op has been dropped too. Shy opting for the Vandal. Look at the buy for two members on Cloud9. They've got two Spectres. But they've managed to get this far. Leaf and Rooney both taking serious damage off of Spam. 15 HP between the both of them.
There's been multiple moments here where a kill just escaped Shy. Leaf has picked up the op, by the way, down long too.
He can play this from pretty far back.
He's also giving up support for his teammates.
Movie 2,
There's a pocket
behind the wall, but they know, they're aware. Shy tried cleaning him up. Jake's got three. He's got the pit.
Whoa.
Can he play around it? He's going in aggressive with the Seekers.
Down B-Link. And they're going to be able to regroup. Cloud9 at the same time, they use that Trailblazer all the way through A, and they're pushing into Art, so this flank could come onto top of Shy immediately here.
There.
He might be the one flanking with given Cloud9's pathing. And I like this from Leviathan. I like how they've approached this, but have they overdone it?
I mean, right now their positions look like phenomenal post-plant positions.
No, Shy as a ghost.
He's avoided the turret too. He's going to be able to get behind that. There's no way they're going to expect this as they come through all the positions that they feel like they've been in.
As is the case with Valorant, timing is everything. The turret was just recalled too, but it's a deeper alarm bot towards Link, so now Cloud9 can focus on taking the site back, and that's exactly what they've done. Just one left on the site, and it's King. See him dancing around, trying to stay alive. As Shy has to get pacey. He's got to push forward. He's got to find the timing. And he finds one, looking for the second. It's
Frenzy, Sheriff, Stinger for Zelsis.
There's one of the Guardians finding a kill, and there's the other.
This aggro in mid. Leviathan tried to disrespect it because they left a spot open in shop, and it gets absolutely punished for that, for taking that space against them. Sean broke down literally at halftime around that. Leviathan was doing similar things.
I've got your trail.
Slightly missed flash there from Zepp, a little too deep.
Well handled by Taco too to play around it and peek on the other side. It's a really good angle here. Oof, I thought he was gonna get another. There's the deep flash. That one connecting.
Last player
A
standing.
1v2 for Nazwa. Remember, we saw him in a position like this a few moments ago. It's against Big Bean. This time Zelsis and Leaf on the other side.
Might be able to dive this cove.
He's gotten ahead of it. He's gotten ahead of it, but the
Zelsis
time...
pops that high tide. We look to his reckoning as well. And wonder, Rooney, whether it'd be optimal to be falling off of site here to play a full retake instead. These Cloud9 players playing in positions where he's going to get this ult
30
off
seconds
with
left.
that Reckoning as well at 30 seconds right now. That puts a scramble on the left side to run down towards this B side.
And with that, Zellsis is running his way to join them. He's going to get ahead of the utility too. Oh, I thought for a moment he was going to find a window. Mazino's been cut off.
Look at Rooney's position. He's full flash though. Taco.
They've got to execute on this. That's a big kill out from Taco, and he's not able to find much more. Zellsis
got
wants
him.
the trap.
Spike down.
With
That's
5
it.
seconds left. Yeah,
One
there's no
enemy
way
remaining.
through.
Shy's on the complete opposite side of the map.
Seekers invested from back in spawn.
That misdirection there from Taco is neutered because of those Seekers. And it's following up from the backside. Somebody's got to break that for him. Otherwise, he's getting nearsighted as this goes through.
Meanwhile, King dies. Finding 2! And he's got more to go. Still 3
30
blades
seconds
left
left.
in his back pocket. Zeppa decapitated, courtesy of Nosler. Taco's still alive and healthy. Leaf is going to be making a cautious approach towards A main. Somehow you clean up Taco. You still have Shy waiting around.
Double peek coming in.
That tandem is pretty, and it
remaining.
cleans him up. The job is done. Rooney's left alone in this 1v3. He's got a turret and he's healthy. Time is not on his side yet again. Decides to go for Shy first. Not even able to clean him up.
And I think not the same tools. They're going to invest the Reckoning as the alarm bot breaks.
Jake's in trouble here. He's going to get pushed into A main, and Shy's on the other side of that. When does he go?
I mean, if he wins this fight, though,
Yeah, he's got so much control and so much pressure, but he turned at the wrong time! Just a millisecond away!
that's such great timing from Shy there. Waiting for that spike tap to go in. And then as well, the Nosler flash. He doesn't use either of those, though. And he peeks off of that spike tap right as Jake's attention gets drawn elsewhere. As the calls are being made from Cloud9. Spike's being planted on A.
Turn out.
That one hurts for him. But again, such a good timing from Shy.
It seems like Leviathan are keen to go hunting too. They have 2 members trampling down long, 2 members going down through spawn too. Or Link, excuse me. They want to get the guns out of the hands of the members of Cloud9, and for good reason. There's an op, and you see it on the HUD. The other 2 don't have much money.
Combination here. Lockdown with the pit. Could be beautiful, but look at the position of Zellsis right now inside of A main. He's definitely somebody who you're looking at to pinch on the pit when it comes into it. Oh, the unscope. He doesn't have dash here. And he gets detained for it.
But there's help coming. You see the flash is already out from Zeppa, and they've swarming around him. Zellsis gets the first, and they want to take the fight in, but Cloud9 are glad to take it. In the face of the Seekers, more space is found.
Inside of B Heaven to put it down instantly as information comes down, but there's a fake going on. Does Rooney hold strong? Reckoning comes through. They hear him falling
30
back. This
seconds left.
round might just end because of Rooney's lockdown. Here he goes. Yeah, alarm bot broke it. Instant lockdown. They've got to plant and then get out, but there's really not that much space. They have to do it down B long.
I mean, they can't really push them. They can't do anything to clear it out, so they commit to the plan.
They might all get detained. 2 maybe.
Caught 3.
3 players!
That's got to be the round.
But there's 2 flankers still. One of those detainments is Taco and B-Link.
Rooney's got to at least get it to half here. He can commit to it the whole way. There's no challenge. Speaking of Rooney, he's got a Bucky in this round. Cloud9 on map point. Leaf on the swing. The Spike's
Spike
sitting
down
there
mid.
on the other side of the cascade. Well out of the reach of the remaining members of Leviathan. He's got to swing out. Taco does. Gets one, but that's all it is.
Push back too. This is the first time. Look at this flank from Jake.
Yeah, they're getting pinched. Jake's going to see everything, and he's going to hit nothing. Belief responds. The Spike is still nowhere in the control of Leviathan.
Oh, but the alarm bot's not covering the space right now, and neither is the turret. He might get a backstab.
I mean, this would still be so far for Leviathan to have to go. But they're leaving.
What's he gonna do? Pit the turret?
Toxins going up.
That wall doesn't give him any
no.
space either.
No, it's still going to see you.
In fact, it does give actually Shy room to peek right there inside of shops. That's why he actually cycles that.
Meanwhile, through all of that, Cloud9
30
is taking
seconds
a main. They're going to wrap all the way around, make sure there's no
They're making a
presence
lot
that
of
way.
noise.
They still know where the spike is.
Player standing.
They still knew where the spike was. Shy had no idea. King's going to have to 1v3 to keep it alive, and he cannot. Leviathan have so many people here already ready to go.
Oh
Look
my
at the gravity ball, and then the flash. Leap on the swing, but Shy gets the kill.
And Zeppa, if he had a nade there, I mean, that would have been brutal, but he was looking to actually punish him mid. Oh, Jake walked by. He just spotted him, though. What's
No
going
way.
on?
They tucked into each other's smoke again. King finally cleans him up, and look where Zelsis is.
Pure chaos in this round, and Zelsis might have crept his way through. I don't think that you're going to be expecting this if you're Mizzino. He's checking, though.
No way, bro. What is this round?
Multiple people sneaking in the back lines right now. Rooney's actually rotating towards A to clear spawn.
Right, and that's going to leave Nazra on the site by himself. Zelsis is going to have to play control across spawn while Nazra is fallen. Zelsis has done a good job to stay alive, delay for a little bit, but the spike's not out. The gravity wall kept him back.
Player standing.
Mizzino almost makes a huge play there. But Rooney cleans him up, and now King is left alone in this 1v3.
Spike planted.
Rooney weak, the drop from the controller. You see the challenge. All three of them are there.
Poison's off.
King was a menace from this position, and this time he's cleared. Mizzino, very nice tracking, not able to find the other.
Still 50 seconds. Nazra's in a position where he can get punished here. Losing that fight makes Taco's job almost impossible at this point.
I mean, it opens up the site, really. You see him turn the flash, proc the dash, try to get a kill, and he dealt some damage onto Jake. Now feeling overwhelmed, the pressure surrounding him. Rooney with the spike, he drops it down 28 HP and only 8 seconds left.
Shy's coming from heaven right now. He's actually isolated the spike.
It's got to be faster than this. Taco's been able to stay alive this entire time. Jake!
In the economy, it is basically a full force here from the Cloud9 side. With all these ults up for Lev, it's a very risky proposition, but if it works out, it works out. You get a bunch of ults and still win the round. Here they go.
And for Leviathan, ideally, you get through this without having to invest very much or any. Shy's already got one. How does he get two?
That's what I'm talking about, that anchoring for Shy as the sky.
He's been so good.
It's just beautiful.
I know
Spike planted. Caution here.
Yeah, and it looks like, I mean, Zelsis investing the Neural Theft. There are the Blades online. The first one and probably the easiest to be okay to part with.
Oh, he's so high.
Got some high ground. Jake getting tattered and battered. That's an Trailblazer.
Pop from heaven.
Yeah, they're the Seekers, the Flash.
Showstopper
No
here.
where is. I mean, in the face of the Trailblazer, not able to get anything. As Shy gets two.
Spike down A.
There it is, the flash out, but this time the Nebula not
Spike's down.
connecting. Taco not landing shot with the op. Zelsis with a bold swing. An audacious one, but it secures the kill.
Oh, he picked up.
Take a different route.
This position from Leaf. If Zelsis can grab attention.
But Kenny, how patient will Leaf be? Yeah, there's attention. Leaf on the swing. Zelsis gets a kill.
Is he sticking?
Shy's gonna get it to half. He's managed to get it that far.
You want to fight it?
They're gonna invest the Cosmic Divide. The Rolling Thunder, they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this.
Great Molly nade. Grab well as well. That's a guaranteed kill there on Zeppa. Nuda's the showstopper. And it is the first kill again towards Lev, but they do get the site, which forces a post-plant situation. Key ult here, though. Mizzino with his Cosmic Divide can do the same exact thing that just happened right now where he splits up the site. And they can force a post-plant defuse.
Shy just got a flashback. You imagine they're gonna want to invest that, right? There it is. There's the Cosmic Divide. Rooney just narrowly missing a window to capitalize on it. As Zelsis is forced to wait on the other side. He still has two teammates playing on site, understanding where the pressure's coming from. The gravity wall to keep him back.
What a position for Jake.
Shy forced to wait. There's the satchel. There's Jake with the position that you just mentioned. Swinging for the second and finding it. The third just on the other side. Zelsis with the ult. A 1v1.
ultimate is ready.
He's not even going to be able to get it half. He's watching it. He knows it's being...
From Zelsis that spots the op of Tacolia. And so that's drawing attention. And they're happy to push into this B side, which they're having so much success with.
What a play from Noswer.
He's alone though
He
now.
was flashed. He's got to stay alive, and he can. He's overwhelmed.
One down.
Trades abound.
Shy was just a little late on it, though. That's going to give up the site.
Look at Celsius again on the flank.
30 seconds left.
It's a 2v2. Celsius will be late.
He's really far, yeah, you're right.
Rooney's weak. That Molly, ow, whoa, 10 HP. But they think it's cleared. And Taco has an op in this position. He still lands a shot.
Oh, no.
Not expecting a second to dash back. Celsius with the cam. He's been so good. Can Celsius do it again? The tap, it's just a challenge. It's just a dare. The hop from Taco. He is here. Zeppa still taking damage. He's had such a hard time finding space and converting it into advantages,
I've got your
at least
trail.
early on.
Seek them.
You see some example of that. Both Seekers invested here. Last round of the half. Last ult. Rooney 1 point away from having the Rolling Thunder. So keep a close eye on that. One kill could be all the difference, but Leviathan are keeping it at bay. Showstopper from the duelist, finding another kill, looking for another, not able to connect. Jake with
Very close. Right on the left of this execute with this stun. It could be disgusting. Nobody here to follow up.
oh gosh, how have they managed to stabilize that?
And look at the smoke too from Jake. He actually blooms it way out so that he can tuck behind it and have room for them.
Oh, the timing not on the
30
side of Jake
seconds
that we were
left.
just highlighting him. Tricky spot, leaps in a worse spot there as King gets another. One beneath him. I thought he was going to hit that shot. Well handled by Zeppa though. He's got 3 on the round already. He's a little weak, but Mazzino's left in this
Oh,
1v2. 56 HP. The cam in the face.
Enemy remaining. 10 seconds
Cleans
left.
Try to run away right now. 6 seconds. You just ring around the Rosie.
Yeah.
Has no time to pick up the spike.
But if he's quiet about it, he might find what he's looking for. Not the case. Blades online for Taco.
Remember, just getting the 4K last round allows this for him.
Oh, he's gonna spot him. Celsius tried finding Solace in the cage and he could not.
And that's the difficulty of the Cypher there. If that's an orb instead, if that is a actual Astra smoke or an Omen smoke, anything like that, all of a sudden you're not able to look over top like that.
So just anything to provide a little head cover.
That's actually the knives gone though. So everybody else pretty weak weaponry other than Nosworth, who's playing up close on this corner. Easily a player who can be targeted.
And dropped.
Screen down.
Not just targeted, but dismissed.
Player standing.
Cloud9 have trampled their way through this site, through the round.
Stopper and a Cosmic Divide if they want. Whoa, he's might punish.
Fast!
Over top! That is a tough ult to hit. He fires it up on the wall, high where Taco is updrafting. That reaction is difficult from Zeppa.
They've gotten out onto site though. You see Mazzino tucked behind the smokes. He had no idea. Jake was completely unaware of his positioning. That should open up the site. The thing is, Zeppa was in a position to control things. He gets clothesline too.
Lever clapping back here. There's 2 players coming into ropes, trying to push back against King and Mail.
Maybe Rooney can play spoiler. He's back in spawn. King with a nice flick onto the first. Not connecting on the second. While Rooney is patiently bought time. The first flash now is positioning given away. Paranoid of what may be around the corner. And he
Last
swings
one,
it.
but also it's giving them some space to try to punish.
Noswer on the counter. There it is. Only gets 1. Pushes into Celsius and Celsius cleans him up. Now neural theft used. Zeppa repositioning, staying alive as the spike is hurriedly making its way towards A, but Celsius is going to be there on the cutoff.
Oh my goodness. And the wall makes it look like he's not going to be there, but the flash confirms the stun though.
The spike made its way through.
No punish.
Celsius gives it up, deciding to live to fight another day, to reposition and join his team.
I mean, right now there's so many ults right here that could
30 seconds
make
left.
this tough. They're into the pit immediately here.
I mean, it was so deep.
Look how far he is.
Meanwhile, Mazzino's going to be on a crazy flank if he hits the right timing. They've got him corralled. The pit is still a problem.
Coming behind him.
1 HP on the 2 remaining members. Given the decay, Mazzino's there. The timing is great. And Rooney has nothing. Look at the positioning. Look at where Zeppa is, and that's where the spike is headed. Waiting for the cue.
Yeah.
There it is, the Rolling Thunder. But look at how much space has been taken
But
towards B.
also-
The problem is they're already set up here.
30
Look at
seconds
Leaf,
left.
but he's between them. He's behind them. Celsius cleans him up. Leaf patient. Finally gets one. The spike hits the
Strike
ground.
down A.
And so does Leviathan.
It's such a good attempt from Leviathan, but they get funneled right into it. And King, with his lurk all the way out on A site there, honestly felt like
10 seconds
they
left.
knew. And they were led based off of the util that is so plentiful from Cloud9.
What is he waiting for?
No, it's funny because almost always Taco's like pre-firing the camera. In this
Yeah.
case, like it's very visible. He's in the camera.
Blinded.
The stun comes through from Rooney, by the way. Again, cross map. Look how far Rooney is in this position.
Yeah.
Able to stun this way. But not getting the punish again. And that's what Leviathan is trying to do. Just bait out this util. It's been working so well for them on this attack side.
Yeah, I think in this case, though, not only do you not get a kill because it looked like that's what Taco was playing for, just like a little cheeky timing window, but the cam was still up too, so it continues to find value in info.
40 seconds, and they've not gotten Zeppa's ult out.
3 here. 3 here. Oh, that's the spike too. The aftershock leaves it out of reach. There's the ult. He's got to follow around it.
He's just taking control of the spike right now, so round is over. Unless they somehow spawn an Omen ult from somewhere else.
That led to
Gotta find a win with it too.
I've got your trail.
only one spotted. Secret's used. And Taco goes forward. Celsius is going to have to take a step back. Cloud9 have already joined with 2.
Nobody able to punish with these trips. And Leviathan's not even walking into them anyways.
Nazar with the spam to make sure nobody funnels out through the smoke or try to flood with it.
5v5 retake for the map here.
Look at Taco's positioning. He's in such a good spot. There's a star right beneath him. Do they check? Do they know? There's the deep flash. He's somehow still alive. A 1-for-1 as you start to see his utility go through, and Leviathan have a really good post-man position, but they're so far back.
It's planted for heaven right now. Mazzino does have a star on the spike.
There's a gravity wall. It's been drawn out. The smoke too.
Relying on the spam.
Trying to play around it. Rooney has gotten it to half. There it is. It goes down. Rooney's gotten it 3/4 of the way, but King's making a play. Cloud9 gets the defuse.
He's taking this angle against King.
What is he waiting for? There's the up, and it finds a shot.
They might spring into the site right here, right into this breach fault line.
But where's the follow-up? What's the damage? You got the nade up top from Zeppa. And there it is. You see it go off.
And Rooney doesn't even leave the back of sight right there.
No, just safe.
And sure, you do burn a lot of util there from Cloud9, but you also don't get out onto site. Leviathan definitely wanted that after that lost kill from King.
There it is. But there's no real follow-up to it now. They found the value. They found the info.
Might be value in future rounds. Oh, this smoke is bad. The awareness there from Rooney on Mazzino's lurk through that orb is just beautiful. And Leaf again too.
Dude, they're not going to find a way into a site. This is going to be another Cloud9 win.
Has showstopper as well. They're gonna try to punish Leaf, who has an op. He's just playing far back enough, and
That was so close, and there it is. There's the ult. He gets past it, fires, and lands onto Celsius. They take the site. They take the space.
where are you going? Oh my
They put
goodness!
him away. Zeppa's only able to find one.
Hawk out.
Might actually buy time for Rooney to push on the site right now, and it's planted for heaven.
Leaves
Their
them.
Gravwell there, no.
Oh my gosh.
What a way to potentially end this map.
With Mazzino with a shot like that. Jake finding one, not able to find the second. There it is. Nas. But King's fault line just came back up too. Oh, but he used it towards mid. Or excuse me, towards A. That's gonna allow them to get into B. Oh my gosh, Shy.
I've got to see that one.
What an opener. And he's gonna get a third. And at this point, give them all to him. Shy's going for the ace. Rooney sticks it in his ear and drops him. Spoils the fun. But for Cloud9, Rooney's gonna have to find a little bit more. Didn't tag.
Takes advantage of it. Taco's been winning a lot of those first duels. We've been talking about it a lot. And look at this. They've actually rotated Mazzino and
30 seconds left.
Nosworth with a dart over towards A. Well, the spike was completely intending on hitting the seaside the entire time. And Jake has free reign to continue this lurk because of the turret.
Shy might be the only thing that stops him.
Pushing into a Sheriff right now. Jake's been great in these moments. Not good
10
enough.
seconds left.
Not here.
Planted. Down.
Cloud9 still managed to get the spike down, though. A little bit of money, if nothing else.
They're committing to playing deep C long right now. Well, the spike is planted for them, but there is also... Are they counting Mazino smokes? Yeah, he doesn't have a star. So they're completely relying on being able to get back up and play complete post plant right now. This is a great setup for Cloud9.
And no, this isn't really going to be spamming of utility. There are no nanos or anything like that. It's just the guns. It's just no shock darts or anything like that. And the guns may seem to be working. The hands of Rooney to get the Hunter's Fury online.
I mean, if they win this round, this is complete abuse. There we go, Mazino.
Well handled.
Yeah,
He's
but he gets
tagged,
tagged, though.
Yeah, he's dead. Guy had no shot. No real chance to do anything with it.
Inches away from Shy, too.
How did that not hit? It's like they're waiting for some of their utility to come back up, but with all of the information that Leviathan have, they're fully aware of what's ahead of them here. They know that it's not B. They know that it's not A.
It's the lockdown, but once again, remember, you could just play down long here. The smokes are not up when Mazino's down. Taco's gonna be key on the flank here.
2 shock darts for Rooney. Taco's got to find something. He does. How much more can he find? They have to deal with him. They can't leave him here. As he dashes away, we're seeing a fight on 2 fronts. Maybe
Jake.
down trying to establish control down long.
They might think Cubby's clear right now. That aftershock went in.
He's so far up. Jake only able to get 1. Meanwhile, Taco continues to be the thorn in their side. Uncleared, finally falls.
It's not even halved yet.
Yeah, and he's got 5 HP. There's no way. There's no way Shy can do anything about this. The flash, you see him on the wide swing, daring Zelsis to challenge. It's all just fancy. Taco feeling some heat, feeling some pressure. He's got the dash proc, and he swings back in. It's been hot, but was looking to make a crazy play. Meanwhile, Leaf with Blade swings out, and it's traded a 1-for-1. As Jake's trying to hold the line, Rooney is too. And they've established so much control on the site. Jake, where are you going?
Just clearing the flank as, remember, Zeppa did go down, so those alarm bot, that turret is down. It's actually pretty heads up from Jake to do that so fast, but they are kind of grouped up right now. Could be dangerous, but Zelsis holding a stun. No, actually he's not. He's looking for the dart.
Shy managing to dodge it. Now he's by himself. And boy, he is patient with this one, isn't he? He's just gonna play his life, keep the wet
For Leviathan, they're on a
flash and dash him or fault line. Dash him, if you will, with the blades.
Ooh, love that follow-up.
Yeah, he's just not gonna find anything because look at Cloud9. They've already fully taken the space that was vacant on B.
Well, this is scary, though. If they're all on the site, this breach short could come crazy.
Oh, but I think it dodged. I don't think it hit Rooney. I don't think it hit Rooney, and I don't think it hit Jake.
Oh, that's so good from Cloud9.
Jake handled that so well. The 2 that managed to dodge it, clean up massive kills.
Very scared of playing off by himself and what the last couple of rounds have actually netted him. The fact that they've left Leaf here allows for him to get a pick, and that's exactly what it is.
On to Taco, no less.
You should run.
Shy's gonna find a cheeky little, oh no. Oh! Not able to get the third.
C.
They're coming in from the backside. Leaf has got I mean, have they forgotten about him?
Yeah, it seems like they have.
Nice peek. Just for the info right now, and they're actually not wrapping into C because they're worried about where Mazino is. Instead, they know exactly how King can be played against. And they leave a little present for Mazino too.
Yeah, I know it's attack side Haven, but this is... You called it a snowball earlier. You went so far as to call it an avalanche, and that's exactly what it looks like. Mazino spotted
Here. This is their last chance.
Taco, tagged with the drone. You're not expecting Mazino here. He plays in the smoke. Very well done.
Oh, dodged the stun too.
Yeah, but now they know where he is. He's still gonna take the fight and find a second. First, the element of surprise, and then the element of audacity. The peek out, the opshot not landing from Taco, and a second swing is ill-advised.
Spike down.
But Shy playing hero right now for Leviathan.
Swarm grenade.
Clears the nano, swings out into Zeppa.
Into this again, Leaf. Gets stunned up. Ooh, spotted. He spotted King.
Yeah,
they're gonna
did.
flash him.
They're gonna paranoia, they're gonna swing him. The drone is gonna provide some cover for just a moment, a delay of time. It's a temporary play though. As Leaf is very boldly swinging forward. Rooney's there to help. The op from Taco connects. It seemed like he was done. It seemed like he was dead.
Deploying drone.
2 spotting, and they know, you know they're coming for you.
Spike down A.
Zeppa in a 1v4. And Fury. Jake ulting to get out of it. Try to find a little bit more pressure. Meanwhile, there's a fight across mid. Mazzino trying to find a timing, and he cannot.
That's the, you know, I said it's going to take boldness, but that's the sort of thing that I would label a hero play right there. Jumping through his own smoke when he knows there's a turret on the other side. By himself, no stun, nothing like that. When it's a 5v5 situation,
Yeah.
a minute 20 still on the clock.
Yeah, it's a solo play for sure. And on defense, to not have any more controller utility, not have any smokes, not have any delay, anything like that, Nas were able to equalize.
That's blind off of the fact that Rooney is droning. So he catches him inside of that, able to ping him out.
Remember here, Leviathan have no smokes, nothing like that to help push back some of this attack from Cloud9. And Leaf got played, and he gets to the flash out. That's a spike, but it's not going to matter.
Spike down A.
And Shy was on a mission to try to catch him as they rotate out.
Spike planted.
So he's not in time to even put his lockdown down. And again, the directive out of that timeout was to try to fight as hard as possible for the site. Must win clutch in a 1v3.
For the season, essentially. Because again, a 9-3 half doesn't really feel great.
Oh, there's somebody on the site still. Oh!
Not anymore. He's gotten one, but he's got yeah, Leaf is playing in the cubby and he has no idea. Nothing he can really do to consider it either. He just has to check it. He has to swing.
Side on their attack side.
Yeah.
It's got to be the same thing here. Rooney's going to try to get a dart off, but he might get...
Taco's tucked.
They're so close.
Do they know? Yeah. Does he know? Oh, he does. How? Gosh, he somehow almost got the kill.
His intention was actually to fall off of sight there, but the fact that they walk out, I mean, that's become really a staple of Leviathan's attack sides right now. And it's working really well in most cases.
Well done by Taco to find that timing. You see the fault line, the dash out from Leaf into the smoke. Manages to go by without taking any damage until he swings out, and he's instantly dropped. Jake having to take a step back as Zelsis is left alone. Just 44 HP to his name. No fault line, at least not for another 20 seconds, and you can't imagine who's going to be
canceled very early.
No challenge.
Ooh,
Still no fault line.
Nice.
Oh, he dies!
And Nazar with another first pick as well.
We were talking about this in between maps. If Leviathan continue to pile on these first kills, that will catch up to Cloud9.
They flipped the script though.
On this map, yeah.
On this map. That's why it hasn't been such a focus. Elsa's with that fault line still held. There's the dash. Things starting to work out here for Leviathan.
They're up big on numbers. We mentioned this was a bonus they desperately needed to convert to get back into this.
I think
Are they calling for a save?
Yeah, they're instant saving. You already see Zeppa putting down that turret. And I think Leviathan, what we've been seeing is a lot of that walk, that dry walk up, no smoke type of execute. And it's been working really well. And it's such a shift in what you've actually expected from Leviathan, because they used to be a really exec heavy team. They used to be a team that would never ever do anything different than those sorts of execs. Protocol focused. And are they really going to take down all these guns?
Looks like it. It's just Zeppa who's left, and he has the turret to provide a little bit of cover. And I can't tell how much time is left on the spike. So, oh, there it is. It goes off. He is going to get challenged. The second there.
If they can spring that alarm bot, that might spring for Cloud9 to go forward. They're going to do it anyways, and Mazzino's so ready to receive.
That's another opener for Leviathan. Jake, was he spotted?
Surely not.
Taco was disciplined in the previous round. Remember, he checked the right side as he walked in through A-Long. Will he do it here? You talked about how this was the ever pivotal gun round, and this has gone in favor of Leviathan as well. Possibly in flawless fashion, no less.
This half has been a collapse from Cloud9. Strategically, too. I mean, they're completely focused on the lockdown, that they don't spring the trap opportunity that they had. And Leaf is just consistently getting left to play for himself. And last time they lost all the guns, is Leviathan going to be able to take down Zeppa again? almost certainly nobody even on this here right now.
Celsius has his Rolling Thunder, and he's close by.
Yeah. Cloud9 are really overcompensating on both sides of the map now.
They're committing to this ult. I thought he might hold it just to tap to draw something out, but no.
What is this lockdown too? It is holding on to A-Link,
But there's no pressure being applied on the extremities.
and it does force them kind of off this. You're right, though.
Leviathan are happy to hold this.
Breach hole does get almost everybody in mid right now.
The paranoia, but look at Mizzino on the flank. Keep a close eye on him towards C as the fight ensues at double doors. 1 for 1. And there it is. Mizzino on it, but he was reloading. He had the timing. 2 for 2. The tap on it. And it's just daring the spam. There's the shock dart on the first. It's going to push it off. Leaf managed to get it halfway there. Celsius on the swing cannot connect. Leaf with 1 HP and the op. Innocent.
Great form. But I just think back to what MC was saying after the loss against Kurd. They were choking. This might not be it though. Jake with the first kill. It feels like in forever for Cloud9. And they've slowed this hit on the B side, finally.
Taco was going in so aggressive, trying to find a timing in the drone, but Zeppo was waiting. Now down numbers.
If he scoped here, this might be real hard for him to see Mizzino right now.
Well, he checked.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What? Still hits it.
Talk about needing to see that again.
Spike down.
Before we get there, though, Shive's left in a 1v2. He doesn't have the spike. The onus is on him, and there's someone close in the Americas for most kills in a map. That's a big one. You see the Rolling Thunder out. Taco's already behind it. Well handled. He's still so far up close, and he gets it with the judge.
Just crazy. How has Jake got this position? Doesn't matter. Mizzino cleans him up.
No. Leaf trying to keep the op. You see Taco.
He must keep the op. Look at the economy right now for Cloud9.
How's he gotten away?
He's playing a surf. I'm wondering how
He's going to get challenged. He's going to get challenged. He missed the shot.
Astral too, he gets stunned up. Leaf is just not having a good time.
Dude, you could tell he wanted to peek ahead of that wall, too.
And he has no chance to do it anymore. His dash went away.
Here.
Taco jump spotting to make sure
breach
that
ult.
Leaf wasn't back there.
Here.
I don't think it hit anybody.
He's going to try to push ahead of it anyway. The frenzy from that distance deals some damage, but not the devastating death blow it needed to be. King with the second. Oh my gosh. Finally settles the op and a phantom in the hands of Rooney. And so far, so good, but it is not enough. The way they chose to do that because they cascaded in front of it, leaving a pocket where somebody could have been, but they walked their way through it. Taco tried finding space, but Leaf's patience pays off.
Oh, what the heck is that?
And that was bold. That was aggressive. It looked like he tried hitting him in the face with the paint shells. Shy on the swing gets cleaned up, a 1v1, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Rooney's going to be rotating from B, and he's going to be late to the party.
And he has no util with him, doesn't even have the cam, which could be a blessing and a curse.
Ooh.
So he won't have to give up his position.
Bold from Mizzino to try to fill in U-Haul there.
Yeah, but he has to worry about short too, because remember, Taco died very early. That trip is completely inactive.
9 bullets on the classic.
All this time gave Rooney to get backside.
He's got a cascade and a high tide. A little bit of indecision as Rooney also has to meticulously check every single corner that's around. Rooney's gotten it to half. Is he going to pull off? Punch on back showers, but they're going to be overwhelmed by what Leviathan are throwing up long. Look at how far back Cloud9 have to go.
Got pushed behind. Well, Trip catches him, but the spam forced him off before he could do anything with it.
There's another. That's
What is
cleared.
that Trip?
Look at how far up Nazar is, too. Does he dare go? The flash is actually towards elbow. So there's nothing for him to entry in. He's just going to wait. Playing ahead of the cage. Very well done to pop in, but Leaf just plays it better. So nicely considered. King's transfer's clean.
Shield going out.
Now Mizzino with the orb to buy some cover and buy some space, well handled by Zeppa. Just 2 remaining for Leviathan. Make that one. Mizzino can
An entire ult to get bathroom control right now so that they can get an orb over towards Shy like you called up.
There's the Seekers funneling out, and with that, Leviathan follow. Taco's getting the opener already. They've fully taken control of sight. Celsius, or excuse me, Rooney's still playing towards B, just now starting to rotate over.
Spike planted.
Oh, he's forward in front of it.
Oh, of course he is. But Mizzino's there to greet.
Jesus. You're thinking that he gets ahead of that cascade and all of a sudden he's in a good position. Mizzino doesn't care at all.
Oh, they found the judge.
And now all they need to do is look from a distance at this Vandal.
And you hear Nasr satcheling up towards heaven. Rooney understanding there's pressure from all sides.
Oh, and he just triggered the trap as well. Inside of it. Look at it on paper. You think maybe they needed to go in and win it in 4.
That was the same tether setup that Taco had from the previous round, and the kills are so carefully considered across short.
This is a gun round, and they're going for a push through their own orb there.
Nasr investing the ult, and I don't think he's going to find anything here. You hear it shot off towards Lamps, the nade there too to make sure no one's ahead of it.
It's just a guarantee that nobody else is pushing up against it.
And Zelsis tried finding time on the other side of the nade, but Nasr considered it too. Still a 3v2 in favor of Leviathan. This has gotten close. This is a 2v2 now. Cloud9
The Vandal.
Oh, Mazino.
It's interesting that Mazino's taking that position instead of Taco when he has his ult up. Instead, he walks all the way up with the Harbor Wall.
Oh, that's going to give everything away.
And tough to work from here. They still got a minute left, so they can definitely continue to work the map, but this is the opportunity right now for Cloud9 to go for some extra space.
And they've taken some. They have full showers control.
Caution here.
Jake is posted up there.
At least got satchels. You can get away from this.
That's still not going to feel good. Yep. Oh, almost gets a second, but Zepp is there to help.
And that's a situation where your Viper's on the other side of the map, not really knowing exactly what's going on. If he was closer, he might have been able to put that wall up in time for Leaf to get out. Instead, he's left alone again.
Left.
We saw it so many times on Haven. 25 seconds, though.
It's interesting. King has had this orbital strike for a little while.
Taco's actually potentially going to get a lurk through. If they can get this plant, stay alive.
They're going to flip the map, but it's too late.
It's way
And they
too
don't have showers control.
Yeah, Jake's still here. They're going to go knife out in this.
They never considered this.
10 seconds.
No way.
Player
And we
standing.
talked about it at what,
Spike
halfway
down
through the
A.
round. Jake had taken showers control and just never gave it up.
A very unconventional high tide. A lot of space given to the backside. They could easily swing through this, though.
Oh, that Cosmic Divide. They're already ahead of it
30
all.
seconds left.
And you still have Mazino who's
Spike
waiting in
planted.
short.
I've got
They
your
can take a
trail.
step back, but they can't step back too far! Jake with another massive round for Cloud9!
Last player standing.
Cloud9 looking to tie this up unless Mazino can pull off a 1v4? The spam through as Zeppa's gotten it to half. He has to take a step back, and Zeppa's going to take it the entire way.
This is a combination could definitely do work.
Yeah, I really want to see it pop, and there it is. The orbital strike, but the problem is
showstopper back.
it delays the push. It delays the push, and Leaf is able to hold his ground. It gets traded, yes. But how much more can they find? Zeppa swinging ahead of it. He's found a ratty little corner and destroys Taco for it. Zeppa's still looking to deal damage and cannot. But Cloud9 with the numbers. And Leviathan left with questions.
Well, Leviathan started strong on this map. To me, in these last couple of rounds, it feels like they've reverted to Scrim Leviathan, where they're just constantly going for same idea, not really trying to counter out, for example, this Viper Wall that's being placed down. It's so unique. Just going across the middle of the site. Normally, you're blocking hookah window, you're blocking the long walk out. It's so unique. And it's forcing Leviathan in situations that they're really uncomfortable with. You can tell.
30 seconds left.
It's caused fits. They hear the cam. The deep flash. Do they even manage to get the spike down? There's no one really covering. Oh, but there's no challenge from Cloud9. Wow. There was a threat. The cage. Maybe Rooney pushes into it, but never comes.
Ooh, King gets into the middle of it. If that pops,
Yeah,
you're not
and it
going to hear the
does.
cue that he gets in. They were waiting for Zalsis, now regrouping back towards it. King, meanwhile, has completely cleared that elbow push.
They have to play ahead of the wall, too, because of where Zelsis is. He's still alive. He's got him, too.
That lane, here's the ult that you were talking about. Way high! And he catches him while trying to escape.
I thought Leaf was going to get away. Jake repositioning. He's feeling the pressure in from showers. Taco has to make a play, and he cannot.
Is it another vintage Jake round right now?
No, Mazino stopping it dead in its tracks. Number still for the attacking side, though. A position to tie things up here, but Zelsis has gone unchecked. He's gone
Spike planted.
unconsidered. And the Cove is protecting him for now. Does he dare push ahead of the smoke?
there a flash yet from Zeppa? Looks like that's what they're waiting for cooldown to come back. It's way away.
Yeah, how patient are they going to be?
They can't wait for it.
They have to go ahead of it. Rooney's dropped from up in heaven. Mazzino gets a second, and now Zalsis has to make the play happen on his own. He's taking care of one, but he has so many more to consider.
To go for the orb.
Now we're trying to swing ahead of it, the nade, but you haven't considered the other side. Oh, they know. Leaf is so dead.
It's again.
Yeah.
Same exact situation.
Meanwhile, Leviathan have taken a lot of control down B.
And Zeppa's trying to play ahead of this right now. They might have information. That's King and Taco playing super passive. Oh, look at this. Instantly as they walk away, it looks like Cloud9 got information as they walk down short behind them. There's going to be a huge pinch if they're fast enough.
And there's nothing to consider. Taco doesn't have a trip down.
If Zeppa gets one, that flank is going to come super fast. He doesn't get it, though.
They go off of this. They're stimmy, they're healed, they're flashing out. The site is theirs. But they have no idea where the flank is.
Look at the
and
trick,
King
though.
has the chicken.
Good awareness, man.
Confirming his suspicions
Spike
and
planted.
staying alive with it. They have the Reckoning and the Orbital Strike, too.
Only one spotted. And this trip doesn't really gain even more information.
Yeah.
Now they do know it's both on the flank.
That's why he's on Mazzino, put that wall up and the smoke back towards spawn. But now understanding that everything is ahead of them, everything is before them. King's still playing up in hookah. Jake trying to funnel out. They invest the Orbital Strike, yeah, and an interesting...
Oh, the flash down long, time to swing.
Oh, huge out from Leaf. They were expecting that deep flash from long, and that's where you see the setup. Mazzino trying to get past it, though. He's ahead of it. He's got that Reckoning. They're going to exact onto this. There are 3 members of Cloud9 here, and they're all going to hold the line unless Mazzino can do something about it, and he does.
Still, the Cloud9 players, despite getting stunned up there by that Reckoning, able to make this a 2v2 somehow. So 2 players coming from spawn, still doable.
The pesky Cam lighting up. Shy, and in the face of that, he gets a kill on his Elsis anyway, but Rooney with the Sheriff.
As his ult, he could pop it for info on where Mazzino is.
But he's patient! And it's been pushed up through Shower, so they know they have that space they can play through.
Love this from Mazzino. Had an opportunity to use the high tide. He waits until his team starts rotating. The nade onto Jake is perfect.
He's not able to clean anything up behind it either.
And they're gonna flip. Shy is here.
And he's playing this safe. He knows. He knows that Cloud9 are coming for him. Oh, and his position's given away. That flash is great, but he's got a flash of his own off the swing. He's not able to find anything. Well handled by Zeppa.
12 seconds though. They're swinging. They're flooding.
Player standing.
Can they do it? Mazzino keeping him back. Sean wanting to use it in the first half, but this early on defense is a different story. Leaf still getting the best of Taco, though.
Yeah, it's been back and forth between the 2 in the first half.
Well, now we're having Telly to get out.
Yeah, that leaves
pressure on
Shy
the other
alone.
side, yeah.
Whoa.
Leaf managing to clean it up. Not without taking a considerable amount of damage, though, but you see the difference in the rifles in the hands of Cloud9.
Look at this pace. I mean, they just completely ripped apart that. Like you talk about this all the time. With flash through as well. Leaf is way deep.
The nade to... Oh, well handled. Very well handled, and they're going to swing for a second.
There's a smoke there. The ults.
They're going to get out. Just barely. Jake with 45 HP manages to stay alive. And you can't imagine he's going to re-hit through here. But maybe that shot from Jake confirms it.
They just walked dry up short, by the way. No Viper wall at all.
They know. That's a spike, by the way. He's there by himself. But if there's enough pressure, if there's enough kills in space and Cloud9 can find on A through sight, there's room for Jake to work, but they both fall.
I mean, look how methodically they just took him down there. That's crazy. I mean, he's been stuck inside the portal by himself almost the entire round, and now...
Tab,
Orb is
cascade
long.
short, and then the long wall through B, and that allowed Taco to tuck in and get a kill.
I mean, it's a good idea with the orb. It's kind of nice. You can lurk through it, do exactly that, but Leaf by himself goes in the back of that. Why is there not 2 people walking there? So that's at least tradable.
That cascade is going to be a little late, though, but the Reckoning will not. But there's so much disarray on the site. They still have Octagon control, and they've got to deal with Jake. Meanwhile, Zeppa's finding a massive opener. Taco cleaning him up. So many more in front of him, and he finds none.
Your trail.
Drop the Seekers, too, along with the Neural Theft, and the Seekers trying to find King.
Yeah.
They're going to flip it. They're out.
And the Cypher's still up, so these trips are here. Nosworth does have a satchel, but he does trip the...
Yeah, he's tagged by one of them. King's going to be rotating through defender spawn. Nazra ahead of it, looking to push the pace on his
Player
Elsis.
stand.
Any.
Wait,
They're pushing this time.
Stimmy, the ult! And it's a misfire, but Shy with the trade!
Down B.
And no punish either. Secret's going to allow him some space to breathe.
There's another.
A crazy play off of the
Right there.
barrier dropping.
Such a quick exchange of blows between the two. It seemed like Cloud9 had firm control, but that counterpunch from Shy was filthy.
Think back to his performance on Haven, that 32 bomb. Just crazy. And Mazzino's joined him. They're walking.
Another contact play.
Both sides.
But Mazzino's gonna drop! And he gets away!
Spike down.
I thought for
B.
sure he was gonna be punished!
No speed there from Zelsis Aruni.
Flooding them.
Meanwhile, Taco's gonna be rotating through spawn. He has an op.
And he's given himself actually so much room to drop out right as Shy comes through. There's a Molly at his feet, but the cascade.
Spike play.
Oh, Rooney taking a little bit of damage. Mazzino's gonna push it. Mazzino's gonna push it! That information's gonna help too. That nade is deep. Here's the ult. No satchels! No fire! Leviathan have held them back completely.
But at Tokyo, it was the first time we didn't see a LATAM team. There's another one for Taco.
An eruption of cheers from the crowd as they're one step closer.
Here.
Second shot rattling off, not connecting, but Lee feeling pressure. They know where he is. He's spammed, he's done. Only 3 now. 2 Stingers and a Guardian. Nazra having to give the space back. That's another one. Rooney and Zelsis, all that are left. The spike in hand, they're all on site. There's Reckoning invested. Rooney falls. Zelsis down.